life becomes a lot easier, and you get a lot more power.
You hit it right. That fucking judge told me that. I didn't believe him, and now I even blame the Kennedy assassination on me. I did it. And I feel so much better in my life that I took responsibility for things. I was one of those people, what happened to your job? The fucking boss wasn't a nice guy. It's you. It's you. It's always you. It's nothing to do with anybody else. It's your attitude. It's how you're seen. So you have to change these things to move forward. And that's exactly what I did. I just take responsibility. I fucked up. What do you want me to do, Catherine? I fucked up.
Right.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to bed tonight, and I'm going to wake up, and I'm never going to fuck up like that again.
Yes.
I promise you that. I'm never going to. And just say it, and you'll be fine. But people don't want to. They want to ride that fuck up. You fucked up. That's it. Who cares? I went to prison. They were going to throw me in there for 9 years. I was cracked. I did the 4. I came out. They told me you can't be an acupuncturist, you can't cut hair, you can't sell real estate, you can't do anything. So what do you want me to do? Collect disability? That's what when you go to prison, that's what they make you do on the way out. They tell you you're disabled. You're never going to get a job, especially now with background checks and shit. So is that enough to just lay down, be a fucking lay down Sally? Fuck no. You get up, you sign your fucking shoes, and you go out there and you bullshit, and then I used
whatever you got to do.
Whatever the fuck you got to do. I would bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I've done it before. Okay, here's the job. I thought you did it before. I never did. I just got a lot of heart, and I work hard, and I knew you would like that quality. Okay, we got something to work with.
That's right.
What was your dream growing up? What was your little dream growing up in Harlem?
To be an actress.
Really?
Since the age of 5 years old, I swear to you, me and my mother had a voice you cannot believe. I mean, like, unbelievable. And she would put on these shows. We would watch TV, all the $1 Million Movie, Thriller. She would say, stay up with me, watch it with me. And I would watch these movies with her. And it was like my bonding time with my mother. And my mother would then act everything out. We'd watch A Star is Born with Judy Garland and James Mason. My mother would sing all the songs in A Star is Born. And she would say, take the brush, make believe it's a microphone, and introduce me. And I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, KATHRINE Narducci. And my mother would get up and just start singing all the songs. And then she'd take the brush and introduce me. And I would act out all the characters in the movie. And it was just so much fun to me. And as I got older, I never let that dream die. And it stayed with me. And it just, that was it. I was born to be an actress. That's an actor. That's it. I was born to be an actor, and now I'm an actor. Thank God. I thank God, that my calling and my dream and my calling and my vocation are all the same thing. You're blessed when you have that.
How old were you when you started acting?
28.
No shit. What were you doing before that?
I was working in the Hunts Point terminal market as a biller, the fruit and produce.
They do the fish up there now, right? The Hunts Point fish market.
That's another part of it. I was in the fruit and produce.
Yeah, I was up there a few months ago. That's fucking crazy at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking real up there at Hunts Point
Market.
Oh,
it's so
there.
Real.
They moved it from the other fish market, the one at Fulton. Fulton used to be in the city. And then they closed that, and now all the fish is being sold out of Hunts Point. So my brother has a fish company. I went up there with him like 3 months ago. It's fucking crazy. I thought I was definitely going to get COVID. Thank God I got the fuck out of there.
When you were a kid, did you go to the Fresh Air Fund? Getting off the subject?
Yes.
You did that?
When we came here, my mother had a dry cleaner in the Bronx. She was partners in a dry cleaner in the Bronx, and they had that program for kids up there. The Fresh Air program where they take you to camps and shit like that. Was that
you go live with a strange family in Harlem. All the kids would leave all at the same time every year. We'd go to LaGuardia House. They check you for lice. They check your feet for athlete's feet. And that was it. You got at 5 years old, you got put on a train. My mother used to be like, thank God. They would all the parents would get rid of all the kids in Harlem. You'd get on a train at Grand Central. You would get, I swear to you, a number around your neck on a piece of cardboard. They'd stick you with a suitcase. You'd get on a train, and the number had like a number like 8 blue. Like the card would be blue, and it would have a number. You'd get up. My mother would go, okay, bye. Kick me on the train. I'd be like, ah. I'd end up, you get off the train. They'd say blue 8, and that's the stop. You would get off. You hold your fucking card up like this. Your family has the same card, and they find you in the crowd and go, hey, you're my family. You go stay with them for 2 weeks. You're in a complete stranger's house for 2 weeks. And you're just like unpacking your bag. I could have got raped, molested. It was a crazy program. I don't know how my mother sent me, but you would go away for 2 weeks, and you were not allowed to call your family. You were not allowed to be in touch. And oh my God. I had fun, and I used to cry and then sometimes get abused by the kids. They'd say, you're on welfare. Get out of our house. Like the kids would sometimes be mean. And sometimes I would like it. I'd get a good family. But I didn't know if you went to that program.
I did it with Mr. Williams family. They were African American.
That's great.
They were great. And it's funny that you said they were, and here's the funny thing. They lived in Harlem. They lived in Harlem, the Williamses.
Wait, you went to the Fresh Air Fund in Harlem?
Yeah, because my godmother lived on 148th Street. So all the kids would go down to 125th Street, that little center down there. So I thought that was the Fresh Air Fund. I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's the Fresh Air Fund. You would go, you know what the slogan was? Take a kid out of the jungle and give them fresh air.
Yes. I remember that now. Yes.
And the commercial would be a kid, like a kid on like when they have the rope hanging from a tree and you go out and you fly into the lake.
Like Tarzan.
And it would be a kid, and it'd say, take the kid out of the jungle and give him fresh air. Be a part of the Fresh Air Fund.
Now, where does Harlem run from technically?
I think, East Harlem runs from, I'm going to say, I may be wrong, I'm going to say East Harlem runs from First Avenue, because Pleasant doesn't go all the way up. Pleasant only goes from 114 to 122nd, I think. So you'd go from 100th Street, I'd say, like 100. I'd say East Harlem starts like from 99 to like 122nd, from First Avenue. Now I'm talking East Harlem to like Lexington Avenue. So you got that little corner pocket. And a very magical place.
And where's regular Harlem run from?
So then Harlem, I guess, West Harlem would be, that I was in, I lived in El Barrio, they call it, right?
Right,
Spanish Harlem.
Right.
Spanish Harlem. And then West Harlem, I think the West Side starts from what? Like Park Avenue all the way down to like almost like the West Side Highway.
Yes, it does run to the water.
Well,
That's
listen,
what I think. Yes.
West Harlem is bigger than West Harlem has got a lot more than East Harlem. West Harlem was bigger as far, area wise.
So you got to remember that I lived on 88th Street on the west side. But for me to get records and shit, I would have to walk up to Harlem. And I still remember being 6 and walking up to get James Brown's hot pants.
Wow.
Up in Harlem, there was no fear. We just walked, and then I would hit Harlem from both directions. I loved 125th Street. I loved everything about it.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. I remember even in 93, I used to cop weed on 125th Street on Broadway. There was a little bodega, and then there was a weed spot 3 doors down. We used to call the guy Mr. Wendell from that song that came out in 93. I forget the name of the band. Mr. Wendell, whatever the fuck.